see. Hooray for Hollywood, because now we're going to have some fun now that I unmuted my mic here. Yay me. See, if I had people in here with me, I would have known that my mic was messed up and not working, but no, there was nobody here. So that's okay, though. Welcome, all five, six, seven of you that's out there right now. One of them's probably me. So we're going to sit here and talk about Grandpa Rants, because Grandpa here's got some rants to go over today. And just let you know, keep the guys in your mind, in your thoughts and stuff as they travel back to their locations from the Alabama uh, area of fun that they were at. So they finished up the Vanishing premiere and conference, I guess you might say, or gala. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't go to a whole lot of conferences no more, so we just keep that kind of out of the realm of stuff now. But that being said, I have gone through and done some searching this week, shall we say? And of course, the more I searched this week, the worse things seem to get, and the angrier I seem to get at the people that are putting the crap out here. Okay, this we've talked about several. One of these pictures we're going to look at here in a few. We've talked about it definitely in the past. The Minnesota Iceman slash Mount St. Helens slash whatever you want to call it. It didn't take 45 days and is back on the exact same group. So I got both of them. They're literally, one of them is like AI versus the other. But we're going to start off in a different realm this time, and we're going to look at, and I'm going to bring this little window up here for us real quick. We're going to be looking at the first one here. Is this lady says, my mom took this picture around 4 years ago, and mom, I said mom, so you know this is European or British, one of the two. And my mom took this photo around 4 years ago when she went to Auschwitz, the concentration camp. And this photo is the original cart that was used to take the poor Jewish people to the gas chamber. Now, I immediately started going, okay, well, first of all, we got half of them are capitalized, half of them ain't capitalized. So I doubt this was actually done by somebody that actually took the picture. But either way, I know we'll probably get a couple of negative comments, which surprised me. There wasn't as many as I thought there was. But this one isn't quite as bad, though. Now, let's look at this thing. Okay. Got the red circle and all. It's a very bad picture, first of all. Okay. Not one of the best things ever taken. And, you know, you can barely see the wheels and such of the train car. My guess is that it is probably blown up, most likely. Says, let me do a quick hi out. John's out there. Knack, good seeing you, Mr. and Miss Knack out there. Gary, obviously good to see you again. I know Nemo's out there giving me all sorts of you know what. So, uh, but yeah, this is this is right up Nemo's alley because, hey, look, it's a badly focused picture, and I don't know that the picture itself, the original, was actually not in focus, and this is just augmented to the point that it is all blurred out. But once again, we're dealing with a lot of pareidolia again. Now they say that they see somebody, and even the comments were saying they see somebody there. They see a soldier there or something like that. And I'm just like, I don't see anything but blurs. I see nothing but blurs. I see nothing but anything. There's just nothing there. It's all straight pareidolia, you know. So as we look at it, you can see obviously it's a picture of a monitor or a picture. I'm betting it's a monitor, most likely, that's already been blown up. So once again, we're at a spot where we've got people out there. Oh well, yeah, Nemo. There could easily be a velociraptor in there too. But again, we're at a point where people are grasping at straws. They want something to be there. That doesn't mean that there isn't something there, but people want something to be there. They're almost zooming in on anything because you can zoom over here and see the exact same thing you see there. You can see it over here too. If you look right here alone, there's a head of a soldier right there. Over here, where they're at, I don't see much of anything but other than just right here. Okay. But once again, it's due to the lighting and the way the flash has been done in this situation. So, hey, what's going on, Angelina? You see a dinosaur too? Okay, The dinosaur is the actual car right there, the cattle car, if you want to call it that. That's the dinosaur. So, I mean, but this is the first one I saw this week. I was like, okay, this is as good as any place to start up with. And Lord have mercy, this is one of those that, yeah, a little black smoke off the brakes, maybe, Gary. But like I said, this is not. This is at if this is at Auschwitz, this thing is not moving. This is a static display. It is not moving at all. It has never moved. It hasn't moved since the 40s. Okay, since they set this thing up for tours and such, it has not moved. So I'm at a loss of what they're seeing. I mean, I know what they want to see. I really do, but I just don't think it's there. I think it's straight out pareidolia, and I'm going to kind of leave it at that. What do you guys think? I'll let y'all stare at it a little bit longer and tell me what you think because, like I said, the more you zoom in, the more you look and see what they've done to it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what they took the picture with because these lines and these remnants and such of the augmentation, I don't know how far away they were. It's definitely been tampered with, though. It's not, I shouldn't say tampered. That sounds bad. It's been augmented or accentuated or adjusted to enhance the actual colors and whatever the case might be. So yeah, outside of that, I don't know what to tell anybody. I really don't because this is one of those that, yeah, no way, no shape, no fault. Yeah, I would have probably chunked this out the door as as far as evidence goes. It goes out the window because I just cannot even come close to going with it. So, can it be debunked? Yeah, you take that picture again and with somebody smoking around it, that can be redone and in a heartbeat. So it's not like you're capturing anything new. So, hey Jason, how you doing today? All right, so we're going to back off of that one for a minute because the next one I got coming. All this one says is, does anybody see an orb? That's literally it. Now I did not block the lady's face out, but here we go. Does anybody see an orb there? That's the only caption I got with this one. And once again, we're talking about somebody taking a picture of either a picture or a picture of a uh, computer screen of some sort because I still don't know what this is up here. Yeah, Nemo. Yeah, that other one was so bad the red circle had even faded. So as you can see here, they said, "Does anybody see an orb?" Obviously, what they're meaning is this bad boy down here. Now, I'm going to call it probably either a lens flare or dust of some sort. What other people that actually put a lot of spot on orbs and put a lot of credence in orbs are going to say is it's got the same shape as an orb would. It's got the same luminescence and the same kind of cellular look, I guess. Because think about when you look at a cell through a microscope. When you were a kid in school and you had to look at cells through a microscope, doesn't that kind of look like what these orbs and what people are saying orbs kind of are? I just think this is more or less yeah, it could be a spot on the floor, Gary, but I don't think it's an orb at all. I think it's something to do. You can see how bright this flash is. Any little bit of speck of dust in that area is gonna reflect it. So now there's Nemo. I kind of push back on any quote unquote real orbs a lot anyway because they're objective. They're objective at best. So yeah, I think it's a reflection of something. I'm pretty sure that's more of a dust particle that's kind of in there because we can't even tell the distance. Obviously, that you want to think it's kind of right there in the same area as the banister or that area of the stairs right there, but it could easily be right up next to the daggum camera. So again, if we had a video of it, it'd be a different story. Watch that movement of the orb in that video, and we could tell one way or the other. But yeah, I'm going to say no on this one, and we're going to probably chunk it on this one too, because you just can't go with that. Now, once again, I don't know where it's at. I don't know how it was taken. I don't know what camera it was taken with. I do know that it was taken a picture of a picture, which, like I said, again, we're looking at a computer screen. The best I can tell is a computer screen. So yeah, no, you can't go with that one. So we'll pull that one back because Oh my goodness gracious! This one. Okay, we've got a video here on this one. Um, this one right here. Now, this was taken by the McKinter in 1889. McKinter, I can't remember. It's up in Atchison. I can't remember the name of the place, but it's on their Facebook page. This one, I don't think per se. There's one or two things that I have an issue with it with, and that's the. I shouldn't say issues. Number one, it's a bad quality film. It's a bad quality video, but the biggest issue I'm going to have with it is that particular uh the when they call to the shadows that they're seeing. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull this up and show you guys this thing because I need to make sure you hear the sound as well. Share this one. Window. Media, and all right, so here we go. This one. Any of you guys out there on Facebook, y'all have probably seen this in the last week or so. Now, I want you to look at it, and we're gonna play it through one time first, and then you can take a look at it then. Yeah, they're gonna even call you to it. Look now, they're gonna give you a red arrow.
Oh my God. The fucking doll just fell off the rocking chair. Oh, really? Or the rocking horse. Like right in front of you when you weren't doing anything? Yep, just standing right here. Woo! It gave me a heart attack. Yep, look at her. She just fell right back. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it right there. Now, everybody, yeah, I'm with you, Angelina. Now, everybody saw those shadows that it kept pointing at. It's quite obvious they've got light in that other room, and I'm going to back this up real quick and do it. Just bring it in by my own hand here. Now, as they're pointing to it, see, look at this shadow that comes across. Okay, comes across and goes in. Now, look at the lady that comes in. She's in the exact same position as the shadow is. So I'm gonna slow this down. I want y'all to watch this, and I'll mute it too, just so you don't have to listen to their uh, issue, shall we say. We're going to slow it to half speed. We'll mute it. And I'm going to back it up to right here. Now you see that shadow come across. Oh, that was her. Never mind. Let me get it back to the shadow that. Now watch that shadow come across there. I see it changes a little bit right there. I don't know what kind of cameras they're using. Yeah, this is not good footage in the first place. The shadow was obviously her coming in from another camera. Now the bit with the doll right here, I can't tell you on that because it doesn't look like she's close enough to knock it off. But if it's on a rocking chair, now somebody said in the comments, one of the people that worked there, I guess, or is one of the investigators, said they had made sure that doll was secure on there. So while I don't see anything, I can't say that there's not an air draft. I can't say she didn't hit it because the video is just too bad for me to actually tell what happened there. And the red arrows aren't helping any because when you point now at this one that's about to come this way, and you notice the glitches, I mean, they've already, only thing I can think of is they already enlarged it so much that we're pixelated all the you know what. And now you watch that next shadow come across, and it comes across, you can see it. When she comes out, that lady steps in there, she is the exact same image as that shadow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Nemo. This one was one of those, but it's out there. People put the stuff out there, so we're gonna look at it. But this one again, I do not think this is any way, shape, or form. Obviously, the shadows are not paranormal in any way, shape, or form. But that the doll falling over, I just can't tell enough. Obviously, I cannot tell enough on the doll falling over because of the fact that when it goes, you can see right here, you can see it clear as day. Now, when it starts, look at the difference way it glitches right there. Why is it glitching right there? We don't know why it's glitching, but that must be something to do with the sensor on the camera. It's got to be. And the doll falling, that could be any one of 100 things, obviously. So again, we're at the point where I can't even see it. This is the stuff I have to look through every week. Stuff like this all the time. So now there are a couple that I've got this week though that are actually kind of cool. Now this one was not as much, but there's one, and I'm gonna go find it here. This is a video, and this is our friends at the Boo Crew who were on Paranormal Show and Tell with us the week or so back. They were on an investigation at one time with Solo Paranormal when they did the brothel in Aurora. Solo Paranormal was with them. That's Erica, and she does it pretty much by herself. Well, she was at the sleeper mortuary, and I'm gonna bring this one up. This is more of an EVP thing, but it's got it on video, and I had to go through and I had to actually um, mute part of it because it's done up with whatever AI or whatever somebody did, and it gave names or it spoke with the actual captions, and I didn't like that, so I got away from it. But this one, like I said, the sleeper mortuary, and something calls her name, and this one was a little wild because they all react to it the same way. Now listen to this.
She's coming. Yes. A little too quickly. I'm thankful for that. Yeah, seriously, call my name. Yes.
It was pretty loud.
Who said Erica's name? Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, so y'all heard originally when it said Erica's name, she reacts and she goes to find out who says it. Okay, we're gonna play this a little bit right here again. So see if you can listen to when she hears the name Erica.
She's coming. Yes.
Did everybody hear that? Now, obviously, when all of them are reacting to it, there's got to be something going on. But she reacted to it, and I cannot find anything in the audio that would show anything as being out of the ordinary. Okay, the waveforms and such are all right. It sounds like somebody actually calling her name, but it's coming from the other room. Yeah. So, anybody got any ideas on that one? Because, quite frankly, that one kind of caught me a little off guard with the way it sounds and the actual in depthness or the actual enunciation of the name. You could hear it. It sounded like almost like say your mother was calling you. You know what I mean, Erica? You know, I'm gonna pull it in here one more time. We're just gonna listen to that one spot. Y'all hear that, right? And it's like it's a question, Erica, and then she reacts to it. So that's a true to me. That's not an EVP. That's a disembodied voice. So I cannot debunk or anything. All I can do is go by what they say. They got people there. There's nobody in the other areas. Don't know where it could have come from. But somebody's obviously waiting for Erica to get there. It sounds like so. What's y'all's thoughts on this one? Because this is this one kind of throws me off a little bit. Like I said, just hearing somebody's name being called, it means it's an interaction, a true interaction with them. So okay, so Nemo, you don't see them. You don't see them reacting. Now watch it again. Now watch them when they start turning. She goes to walk away. See, and she reacts.
She's coming. Yes. A little too quickly.
Now she goes in there, and when she comes back, look again. How they react when the other part's going on.
It was pretty loud, like.
Who said Erica's name?
Yeah. So I don't know what they're doing at that point. I really don't. I would have personally already be in there trying to figure out where to set stuff up. That's what I'd have been doing. So hey, Tina. Yeah, they're reacting to her going that way, but I mean it's on the audio. You can hear it. So and the guy said he heard it too. Said it was pretty loud. They just weren't reacting because once again, you see, they're just setting up. They haven't even really done anything yet. I don't even know if they're even set up for their investigation yet. They're just sitting there kind of BSing. So, but neither here nor there. It looked like a pretty good catch to me, and I can't debunk it because I don't have a way of actually doing that with these. So. But again, that's another thing with the disembodied voices. You can only do so much. You know what I mean? We got another one here. Now this is I'm not even going to go in because we're going to keep this since we're going to keep it kind of short since I only got me today. But I got a couple of rants to go on again because I'm going to bring these two up, and we're back to these guys. Okay, this one right here has been for the last 45 days has gone everywhere, all over Facebook again. Okay, and I want you to look at this close. Now, this is the proper size for this thing. This is how big this is. But as you can see, we've talked about this one before. Last month, I believe we talked about it. See that little AI, that little diamond right there? That automatically tells you it's been enhanced with AI in some way, shape, or form. Or it's complete AI. One of the two. Not 2 days ago. 2 days ago on the exact same board, you got this. With the exact same write-up and the exact same challenges. So now I'm looking at it. Okay, there's no AI on it now, supposedly, but you could tell the difference that when you look at it, you can't see the little pupils that they put in or any. See how they got kind of gussied up the eyes and such. That's not there now. And once again, I called them out on it one more time. I said, why are y'all coming out with this 30 days after you did it the last time? And I told you that it's a European prop for a documentary about the Minnesota Iceman. That's exactly what this is. It's already been proven out there that this is out there as a prop. It was made in Europe. It was photographed like this in France, to be exact. So now we're at the point where we're getting saturated. We're getting saturated again all over the place with a bunch of absolute crap. And it's whatever they're throwing against the wall and sticking. And I'm not doing it any favor by even reacting to it because, quite frankly, the only way they're going to stop is if they stop getting clicks. Because I bet money there's some way, shape, or form they're making money off of it. But just to sit here and watch these people shovel this kind of crap out there, and people are biting on it. Still to this day, people are biting on it. But the one, yeah, it's just not it. Yeah, I think it might be the CIA's demo because this is getting ridiculous. Hey, little Patty, how you doing? This is getting ridiculous because this thing has been in and out. And let's think about it. It always says this thing was found with other specimens on top of Mount St. Helens after it blew in 1981. Okay, first of all, I'm going to look at this because I want to make sure that I got the actual date because I'm pretty sure it exploded in 1980 if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. The eruption, yeah, it was on May 18th, 1980. And they're saying that this was picked up in 1981 on top after it blew. Okay, well, if after it blew, there's obviously it came out the side, the caldera blew out the side, and so forth, so on. So they're saying this was a year after. Why would they be up there collecting this a year after? Did it get buried up there and they found it a year after? There's no actual story with it. It's just a bunch of line of crap they're trying to feed you, and every time it always ends up with this. It says a clear from all angles pictures that doubters will say it's fake, but truly have no proof it's fake. Once again, if you present evidence, you're the one with the burden of proof, not the people looking at it. If you don't have the proof to show it's real, then yeah, no. This is the equivalent of that thing that was in the ice chest back in the early 2000s that are in that freezer that I forget who bought. And I'm like, yeah, this is not what we're looking for, guys. This is absolute 100% unadulterated crap is what it is. This and it's all over the place. Yeah, and it could Poncho, you're right. It could have been covered in ash or burnt. But wouldn't you think a majority of that hair would be gone at that point? But like I said, I had already researched this was the first time I saw it because I thought, wow, how did I never see this? And I started doing the research. That's when I found out about the European documentary on the Minnesota Iceman, and that's what this prop was created for. Was for the Minnesota Iceman documentary. So, but hey, we do what we got to do on this sometimes, you know. I mean, yeah, oh yeah, it's a complete hoax, and it's just as bad as the one guy that said his grandpa left him the body of a Sasquatch or whatever it was, and he had it in his freezer. He kept it there, and he pulled out the head. When he pulled out the head, was taking the pictures. You can see the actual metal tubing, you know, like flex tubing for your conduits and such, coming out of the head. I mean, he didn't even do a good job of hiding that. That's how bad that was. Some hoaxes are really good. Don't get me wrong. Some hoaxes are really good and they're fun to play with and watch and look at and try and figure out. Some of them are just so bad you just want to think, why are you even in here? Go away. And AI is doing nothing but tearing it up on us now. So yeah. Pancho, why'd you root for the Rams? Don't root for the Rams. Come on now. Anyway, but and that leads me to the next one, and I'm going to call out the actual groups on this one because this one really, really perturbed me because we've covered this picture probably 5 times or more on this channel, and this is that Waverly Hills Sanitarium ghost. Okay, the lady, the nurse ghost that was captured by Tom Halstead back in 2006. Okay, same guy that caught the zombie road photos. The guy's his evidence is almost immaculate. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting here and I'm looking, and here's this, and I can tell you right now, the post is on Ghosts and All Things Creepy, and it was put there by Series with Horror Elements. Okay, everybody knows you get the first letter capitalized on a group or a profile on Facebook, and then the rest of it's not capitalized. They're based in Bangladesh somewhere, more than likely. Okay. They're trying to get clicks. They're trying to get people to fish in. They're trying to get whatever they can get and keep their try to make money off it. They're trying to monetize is what they're trying to do. So anyway, this one, once again, 35 millimeter film. He always used film. He never used electronics, and he always just point and shoot. He never framed. He'd get a feeling. He'd turn, he'd point and shoot. Okay. So this one was, I'm going to show the original first. Here's the original first. I'm going to put this one up. Okay. And everybody remembers this photo. We're talking about the girl ghost and all that jazz and you know, how she was supposed nurse that died in that room and so forth, so on. Still one of my favorite pieces of evidence to this day. It's just amazing that he was able to capture this like much like the zombie road photo. Okay. And then we had one bit that we had a little bit of a close up and somebody had augmented it a little bit. And you can see they got in there and they played with it. So even though we know the other one, this one is 100% taken by him and it's what he caught. This kind of, yeah, okay, we're going to play around. We're going to enhance it some. We're going to try and make it better. Well, that don't usually work. And then you got the actual write up on it right here with the lady's face. So you can match up. Okay. Great. Got it. No problem. Right. Yeah. All right, Ghost and who did I say their name was? Ghost. I get a lot of crap from them because it's one of those things that they just throw a whole bunch of crap out there, and I go through it just so I can see if I can use something. But Ghost and all things creepy. They're not Ghosts of London. They used to be Ghosts of London, I think, at one time, or they became they were uh, two dash horror, but I think two dash horror is still out there. So, but this series with horror elements profile posted this to the Ghosts and all things creepy, and that one is this one. This is almost blasphemous to me. I mean, honestly, I want to go out there and find who did this and absolutely choke the air living you know what out of them. I mean, this is you take good evidence and then you crap all over it like this. She looks sexy now. I don't want to be in there. She's probably a succubus or something, and I'd end up dying. But that, yeah, Donnie, ghosts are absolutely real. This one, though, like I said, this one really perturbed me because I mean, look at this. Look what they did to. They even changed the whole get up here. They sharpened it, lightened it up, and such. I mean, look at this one. It's still there, not as good, obviously, but they just literally superimposed a complete other picture. What do you want me to look at? Share? I mean, it don't. No, well, Nemo, they might have had a beauty salon and dress shop. I mean, after the TV guys stopped, coughing all over the place, maybe they got lucky. But no, this right here, this is the kind of stuff that really drives me more battery than anything else. Yeah, remove the faded feet. You see the feet were actually you could actually kind of see in the other one. So you look at her feet down there. They screwed that up. That's gone. I mean, this is why people should not be given nice things. They take stuff that's legitimate or people react to as legitimate out there and they pull out crap like this all the time. It drives me mad. It's just like the guy that said, I caught this in South Africa. And he puts a picture of Eric Shipton's Yeti footprints out there with a pickaxe and everything still up next to it. And he says he got it in South Africa in 2010 or some crap like that. These people are doing nothing now but stealing evidence and messing with it. That's all they're doing. And it drives me absolutely 100% crazy because I just want to reach out, grab them, especially on ones like this. I expect them to mess with the dang the Amityville ghost picture. I expect them to come. Of course, they've already been playing with Patty like crazy. Todd Gate was doing a great job with that one, by the way. I like his stuff on that. But I'm sorry, this stuff right here. Like I said, when I said I was going to go on a rant, I was going on a rant because this one really pissed me off today. When I found it, I was not a happy camper. So that one was not fun in and of itself at all. But what are you going to do? What do we do to stop people from doing stuff like that? I mean, you can't go out and find them because 3/4 of the people that do this stuff they posted it anonymously, or they posted under some stupid freaking little uh, profile that is somewhere in Bangladesh, Singapore, or wherever. Okay, and people that don't know that already, they already realize that that is also the fact of what's happening with different public profiles, i.e., Blondes and Booze have a bunch of people saying they're Aaron Goodwin, Zach Bagans, but it just says private profile. You know they're not the real ones. You've got to watch out for that stuff. And I just got bamboozled by some.
Yo, what up?
He told me no earlier. Now he wants to come in 35 minutes after I've had.
I saw that you were still up there by yourself. I wasn't expecting you to be completely alone, so I figured I'd stop by.
It's not that big a deal. I mean, because like I said, I was going to just do a short one because I was just like, Patty, you're 100% right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't screw with shit.
What were we looking at?
Oh, we were looking at the girl from Waverly Hills
Oh yeah,
because
yeah,
that's the original pictures. You can see feet. You can't really make out a whole lot of face, but you make out hairline and stuff.
yep,
And then that one was kind of augmented there and lightened up. This was the actual original photo, from what I understand.
yeah.
And you can still see the transparent feet and such, right?
Hmm.
But then they do this.
Oh, that they gave it an upgrade, man. They
Yeah,
upgraded
gave
it.
it an upgrade. They gonna think upgrade because I'm telling you right
Yeah,
now, if I ever
it's
find
like
the
the
person that did it,
remaster.
I need Tom Halston to come from back from the grave himself and just bitch
They did a
slap me.
remaster. You know, like how they did the remaster for Star Wars. Remember
And
that?
how'd that work out?
Yeah, and they had what was it? They had Han Solo like be the one who didn't shoot first,
Yeah,
and then they had that stupid scene with Jabba that didn't make
yeah,
any sense.
yeah. The wannabe
Yeah,
CGI
just a
that kind of rolling up.
remaster.
Yeah,
Yeah.
remaster my ass. Okay, that, the worst remaster in the world was remaster of the Return of the Jedi when they put Hayden Christensen in there and placed the original guy
Oh
that played
yeah,
him.
I remember that.
That sucked. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. He would no. But anyway, this is not a remaster. This is a blasphemy. This is an absolute atrocity, and whoever did it needs to be drug out into the street and hung up by their toenails.
They need to be excommunicated from the paranormal community.
Oh,
They don't.
100%.
Yeah.
But then again, they weren't never part of the paranormal community in the first place, or they wouldn't have done this. That's why I was saying when you're looking at some of these groups and stuff out there, and you got the first word is capitalized and it's all lowercase after that for like 3 or 4 words, forget it. It's a bot. It's a freaking Bangladesh slash Singapore slash wherever that's trying to get clicks and trying to make money some way, shape, or form, either off of phishing
Hmm.
or, for lack of a better term, bots. But they're not really bots. They're actually run by somebody. So, um, hmm, this is the stuff that makes me very angry. Though I get upset about it, I get mad about it, and it almost as bad as drivers out there not using freaking turn signals. Okay, and yes, I said that in the description. So yeah, I'm going to grap about that too. I'm in full blown rant mode today. So
Did
this
you have
one
an encounter with an idiot on the road, Randy?
every freaking day, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Every dang day. Hey Riley, what's going on? Y'all having fun up there in Maine? I hope you're getting you some good moose pictures because I hear some people come visit y'all later. So yeah, Knack, it's 100%. It's clickbait, and I have nobody to blame but myself because in doing research for this show and trying to find stuff, I have to click on this kind of stuff, and I have to go out there and do this stuff. But my God, just some of you are like, let's say, case in point, well, that right there, that is the majority of the pictures you see right there. And they'll take a red circle. That's why they love them red circles. And they'll say, do you see what I see? And they don't say what they saw. Do you see what I see? Yes, yes, yeah. I am, I am raging. I'm raging. I'm going into full blown grandpa rage mode. But this is the kind of stuff you see in every group. Doesn't matter which one. Could be the greatest one in the world. Could be, and there are some out there that are, they don't say one way or the other. They just put the stuff out and let you decide. Okay. But some of the stuff they really should look at before they let it go out there because it's just so obvious. But hey, some people might truly believe they're seeing what they're seeing. That's what makes this so hard to truly get upset about, other than that shit right there. If somebody does that, I could say, okay, I think it's pareidolia, but I see where you're talking about. You know what I mean? There's a way to be tactical or tactful about it. I should say tactical. Ooh, no, we don't be tactical. Tactful and not stomp on everybody. You know what I mean? Not treat them like crap. Which that's the other side of the spectrum. The people in the comments want to just absolutely trash everybody and anybody. So now what do you do?
Yeah, behave yourselves, people in the chat.
Well, these our people, well, we don't care about them. They literally
Yeah.
tell us what they want to tell us anyway. But I'm talking about the comments out on Facebook. That's the biggest one.
Oh,
Even Reddit. You know how bad Reddit is. Reddit is
yeah.
better than what Facebook is by a long shot. By miles, honestly. Hey, cool hand, what's going on? And to sit there and go through, but you can't get near as much content out of Reddit these days as you can out of Facebook, unfortunately. So once again, I'm stuck with trying to find something like this picture right here. And obviously, like I said, this one probably not the best one to go with, but you know, let's say we go back to, oh, here we go. You know what? I'm just going to put this one on up too. We'll do this. And once again, guys, a picture of a picture. Okay. A picture of a picture. Okay. Now, this one actually says, the owner of it says these photos were taken in the Sedona Desert, and you can clearly see the spirit being standing next to the ancient rock formation, as if protecting the sacred ground upon which he stands. Set of 2 photos show. I never saw the second photo. They never had the second photo. Set of 2 photos clearly forming. Yeah, it was never there. It says it makes the hair rise on the back of my neck. Okay, well, you know what? Normally,
oh, man, it's all ghostly.
you know, honestly, looking at it, you honestly can actually make a case for it. You know what I mean? But when you look at it as a whole, you can see all the light. You can see it's been enhanced. It's been lightened already. You can tell that by these. See those leaves? See how glistening they are? How they're not even sharp. They're brightened is what they are. The brightness has been changed. But this thing right here has the same look as right here. It's the same look right here, right here, right here. It's got the same shape. So now what you're identifying as a ghostly image is really just a lens flare / a reflection coming off the lens in that area from the stuff above it because it's already been enhanced. Yeah, little Patty, you're right. They're not green. Now, if they're in the Sedona Desert, I can understand why they wouldn't be green, but either way, they wouldn't be that light either. Even with the sun coming down on them, they wouldn't be that light. So, I don't know. I'm at the point. Some of these, like I said, I mean, if I was just looking right here, we've got that same effect. See that crossing pattern? That's the same effect as what we saw when we were looking through the screens in that one video. You know, the porch screens and stuff. So, could this be something? Yeah, it could. Is it? Not likely because I can see the same form right here, the same shape right here. I can see the same shape up here, up here, up here. So it tells me it's some sort of a reflection / lens flare. So lots of light wash. You're right, TKB. It's lots of light wash there. So what do you do about it? Honestly, now what do we do about it? Do we ever get to? Can we ever put a stop to it at all? Hell no, because somebody's going to always be out there doing it.
There's always going to be fools like that.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and it just drives me. It this week for some reason it got me more going because I started looking at them yesterday afternoon before we did our show last night, and I was like, I was getting angrier and angrier the more I did it, and I set everything up. I was like, you know what? I got to get this crap off my chest because this is getting ridiculous. And then you got people doing AI out there on stuff. You know how many Bigfoot out of Michigan I've seen this week on different groups and stuff.
Pictures of like
pictures and videos. No, yeah. Well, supposedly Bigfoot in the bushes. They're looking through this way, but it's so clear and stuff. You're like, this goes against everything we even think we know. And how did you get this clear of a picture and it not run from you or hide from you? How did you get this clear of a video without it running or hiding from you? But it's real. Well, if it's real, I would think that the majority of the known world would have already chirped it out everywhere.
Well, you could have a real one and put it out there, and then just nobody believes it or nobody buys it.
Well, that's just it. If you do that, you put it out there. You to how can I put this that it doesn't really? I don't know. I know I'm not monetized. I don't really give a shit what I say half the time, but I'm trying to be tactful about it because it's one of those things that you got it. It's real before you even start putting it out with all these TikTok add-ons all around it and all these flashing whatevers. Before you do that, you might want to have the actual community look at it. You know what I mean? Have an actual scientist look at it. Have somebody give us something other than just that image and that video that you alone say you caught, but have no other evidence at all. Okay? Forensics needs to look at the tape. Forensics needs to figure out if you did something to the actual video file. All the metadata has to be checked out. We had that same issue when that guy Gordon, the animal guy, when they were talking about the thylacines that were supposedly photoed in Australia by the American guy who got up onto the show, but he was literally wrapped up and had glasses on, and he was talking through his face like that and trying to talk. And he's saying he didn't want the world to see him. That's because you faked it, you son of a bitch. You literally had somebody use they were molds. They were molds that were made for another thing. The guy had never actually been to Australia. Took these photos and put it out there, and finally they found it, figured it out when they finally checked the metadata. So it's frustrating when people are trying to prove something and want to prove something and want to believe in something, and people just absolutely shit all over it for the most part.
Yeah, because then overall credibility goes down.
Yeah.
When people with actual evidence come out and present it,
Yep.
no one's going to believe it.
It makes it even harder. I mean, honestly, and I don't toot a whole lot of TV show horns and stuff like that, but I was watching a little thing. Um, they did a little interview with Maria Mayer, or it was on Ghostwire or something like that. It was out of Vegas, is what it was. A gentleman does interviews with people, and I guess he did an interview with Maria Mayer. Of course, people don't realize how they see Expedition Bigfoot. That's all they see, right? But they don't realize she was actually a student of Jane Goodall. She has actually been out there in the field with the actual gorillas and the chimpanzees. She's done the study. She is credited with finding the last unknown primate that has been documented. She is credited with that. She is a legitimate primatologist. You know what I mean? So she goes and does Finding Bigfoot, and all of a sudden the scientific world is shitting all over. You know why? Why not do it? First of all, honestly, why not do it? If you haven't been able to get to Africa and look for any more different subspecies and stuff like that, why not try and figure it out? If it's out there, why not? Yeah, Nat, you're right. We're high tech, Bigfoot's low tech. So it's a blurry picture. He blurs it all out. So
Yep.
I mean, and I've heard people talk about, oh, they cloak. I said, and me and Brandi have had this talk a couple times. They cloak. No, I have a feeling what they do is just that natural camouflage thing. When they sit there and they stop and they freeze and they do a cover up, they can disappear just like any good camouflage artist can.
At this point, I don't think any form of video or picture is going to
No,
prove anything to anyone. At this point, you need a body or
or at least
get the hell
blood,
out.
or at least blood.
Yeah, you need a body.
Yeah, because without that,
Yeah.
nobody's going to be satisfied. But then again, that was
you can have the most convincing, realistic video of Bigfoot, but then people are always going to be like,
yeah,
"Yeah, it's fake. It's AI.
yeah, and
It's a hoax."
yeah,
It's
especially
starting to hit.
nowadays, especially nowadays. I mean, and the hoaxers of the past, haven't done anything to help it either. They did it to make money and get on a damn TV show. A lot of them. So anyway, yeah. So I would just want. Ooh, man. Yeah, Cool Hang, you're right. Jane Goodall actually supported her. She actually contacted Jane Goodall on one of the episodes, if I'm not mistaken. And if you got Jane Goodall lending herself to that, hey, you might really want to think about doing a full blown real expedition to get this stuff done. We'll see you later there, Jason. trying to have fun. But I'm like I said, I was just gonna do this real quick, and it turned into 50 minutes before I knew it. So that's because you showed up because I was about to go home right then. But yeah, this is it's a bad precedent for the entire community. And in fact, Brent, Brent from Paranormal Portal, he had one of the questions of the week out there a while back was what does AI bring to the search for evidence and such like that? And I straight out told him, said it's diluted it. It's diluted the sample pool so much that you cannot trust anything, which makes it harder on the researcher to find the legitimate stuff.
At this point, you just need a body.
Period. For us on that, yeah, we need a body. But what do you do about the ghosts? Now, what do you do about paranormal?
There's not much you can really do because
Mm-mm.
people are always going to find a way to discredit it
Discount
or
it.
muddy the
Yeah,
waters. Yeah.
yeah. And don't get me wrong. Now, I don't know if you know who Joe Nickel is. Joe Nickel is the founder slash publisher of the Skeptical Inquirer, and he's never been, hey, this is fake, hey, this is that, or whatever. Of course, obvious ones, yeah. But when it came to legitimate stuff, he always had legitimate arguments back and forth. He never sat there and said, "Oh, you're just faking it for whatever reason." He said, "Okay, this is why," and he would show why this could be this or this could. He's not saying it was or wasn't. He's saying this could be this, and we could debunk it doing this. And he used to get, oh man, he used to get raked over the coals on those TV shows. But he's written lot of good books, and it's very good to read a lot of them because that really pushes the scientific method on a lot of people on how to actually document and qualify evidence versus the quantifying of the evidence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How good is the quality of the evidence versus the quantity of the evidence? He's written a few books on it. I know. Yeah, Riley, you know what I'm talking about. Is he still doing the podcast? I don't know if he's still doing the podcast or not. But yeah, he used to do the Skeptical Inquirer podcast too. So, but either way, Jason, we're not doing anything. The rum kicks. Check out the rum kicks. He's going K-pop with you now. What the hell?
Talking about.
Oh, I did not know that. You know what, TKB? I did not know he passed away. That sucks. That's one I had not heard about him passing away. I mean, of course, everybody heard when Jeff Meldrum passed away. That sucked as well. But I did not know Joe Nickel passed away. That really sucks. Now I'm going to be depressed the rest of the day. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being there and listening to me rant for a while. I needed to get some of that stuff off my chest because, quite frankly, I'm getting a little bit tired of some of the crap that's being thrown out there.
You're getting sick of the nonsense.
Well, yeah, because it's a rehash. You can sit and watch any of those oddball groups out on Facebook, and the same picture will rehash every 2 to 3 months, and it just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. Yeah, damn it. And see, look, and he says he has freely admitted a couple of times though, Joe Herman Nickel, and he American skeptic and investigator of the paranormal. He's kind of like I don't know if you remember the guy, the magician, the Amazing Randy, who used to go through and debunk the psychics and stuff like that. James Randi was an amazing magician, and he was like Joe Nickel was kind of like him, but without the magician part. Joe Nickel was science based. He literally did everything science based, and he would show you how you can debunk this and how you can. That's why I loved watching that guy whenever he'd come on. And the Amazing Randy, his biggest claim to fame, Amazing Randy, is being on Happy Days, helping Fonzie do the milk can escape. But anyway, guys, do some research on that. Go out there and look up some stuff on James Randi and on Joe Nickel, because I'm telling you, they got a lot of not evidence but knowledge that will help you discern between what's crap and what isn't. Okay. And then go with that. So, with that, I'm going to leave you guys to have a fun one, and we will see y'all 8:30 for the ball pick because we got to talk some Royal Rumble tonight. Later, guys.